This is a video response for someone who is experimenting with building a solar oven, and I have a solar oven here that works really well, and so I'm going to explain how it works, and I'm going to cook some baked potatoes in it. I use this to bake potatoes pretty often because it saves a lot of energy. Potatoes take a lot of energy and time to cook. And this does really well as a solar oven. So that's what I'm going to use, and I'm going to have to start this here pretty quick because it is 8 in the morning, and it takes a few hours for baked potatoes to cook. They will probably be done well before 11, but I expect that it's going to cloud up and storm at least by noon, even though it's clear skies right now. Right now where I am, it's monsoon season, and it tends to get stormy in the later afternoons, and today I'm expecting it to do that around noon. So this is how this works. I've got this metal cover here that opens up, and you see that they are the metal covering that opens up opens into semi-reflective surfaces. They work as mirrors, although they're not perfect mirrors. It's just a polished metal, basically. It reflects extra sunlight down into the interior. And what it does is the interior is dark. It's painted black, and it has a glass cover. The glass cover allows light to enter in. Once that light is absorbed by the dark background and heats it up, as an electromagnetic wave, it's emitted in the infrared spectrum. And the glass cover, even though it lets visible light through, it tends to not let infrared through. And so it gets very hot inside. It maintains or retains the heat. This is how the greenhouse effect works and how greenhouse gases work. They let light into the atmosphere, and then they tend to block the infrared spectrum from getting back out of the atmosphere. And that is why we're seeing lots of climate change. Yeah, I know, there'll be crazies out there complaining against what I just said, but that's the physics of what's going on right now, and that is the physics behind how this solar oven works. And right there, I have a little temperature gauge, and I just opened this up, so it isn't very warm yet. It's warming up pretty quickly, but it is still fairly cool, so I'll let the baked potatoes heat up in there for a bit and let you know how long it takes to really heat up and how long it takes to cook them today. So open up the container, throw the baked potatoes in there. It's got a little sort of balancing scale there that it suspends them on to keep them rather in the middle. And basically we just close up the lid, the glass top, and orient it so that it's facing towards the sun, which it is, and we'll let it heat up. So I'll get back with you and let you know how it does. So we're at 2 hours into it, and potatoes are not quite done. I'd say about another half hour to an hour, and they should be good. Catch is, here comes the monsoon clouds, so we'll probably beat that, but it will get cloudy here before too long. So we're about 2.5 hours into cooking this, and we're about to lose direct sunlight. We're kind of already losing direct sunlight. So we will see how these are doing if they are done. Yep, I'd say they're done, which is good timing. So I'm going to have to use both hands in order to open this. Okay, so just so you can see how this is, cutting pretty smooth. And it's nice and soft. Ow, it's hot. But you can see it's soft on the inside. And I'd say it's done. And that saves a lot of fuel, a lot of energy cost. Right there, free energy cooking. Well, as far as your pocketbook is concerned, free energy anyway.